Hey guys, okay. Happy President's Day. We are going to work on writing the equation, writing that rule for our independent and dependent variable, the relationship between them. My first problem, a canoe rental service charges $20 transportation fee and $12 per hour for to rent the canoe. So first thing I'm going to look at is this $12 per hour. Dollars per hour. Remember, we said time will always be independent, so I'm going to put that hour over here, and dependent is going to be my dollars. So we're going to call that cost. Okay? All right, so my cost, dependent, is equal to the rate times the independent plus the starting point. Cost is my dependent, is equal to the rate times the independent. The rate, well, how much per hour? What's going to reoccur? Every hour that I keep that canoe, I'm going to have to pay $12. So my rate's going to be 12. I'm going to use H for hours, and then I'm going to have that one-time transportation fee for them to take me up there is going to be $20. So there's my equation. There's my rule. Cost equals $12 times the hours plus the $20 transportation fee. Okay? All right, so my first question is, what is the cost of renting the canoe for 6 hours? So hours, right? 6 hours means that H is equal to 6. So I'm going to take out the H, and I'm going to put in the 6. So I'm going to say cost equals 12 times 6 plus 20. 72, 12 times 6 gives me 72 plus 20 gives me 92, right? All right, so I have $92 for 6 hours. All right, let's try a little bit different angle here. What if I don't give you the number of hours, but I say Kevin paid $56? Well, that's my cost, right? So this time, C equals 56. So I'm going to take out the 56, and I'm asking how many hours. That's what I got to find out. I'm going to say 56 equals 12 times H plus 20. I've got to solve that two-step equation to find out what H is, because that's my question, right? How many hours? I'm going to subtract that 20 from both sides. You guys did really well at your two steps. You know how to do this. So 12H equals 36. 56 minus 20 is 36, and 20 minus 20 makes that go away. Dividing by that 12. That's gone, and H is going to equal 3. So $56 pays for 3 hours. Okay? All right, let's try another one. Gotta erase this. Remember, you will have a test on this Thursday, because we definitely need a major grade in this Thursday. Will end our third week of this 9 weeks. So we need to make sure. Come on, I need you to get smaller. Finally, cooperation. I'll drag you down here. I don't want you. We're going to pick up this one. Let's move you up a little more. Give us a little bit more space. All right, Derek has lunch. Derek has a lunch food budget for $120 per month. So his monthly budget, I'm going to take that out. I don't like having that. So for the entire month, he gets $120. He spends $6 per day on lunch. I'm going to circle that $6 per day. Dollars every day. Day is going to be, and money is going to be dependent, right? How much money he has is going to depend on how many days he spends that $6. 6 is going to be the rate, and 120, well, that's where he's starting at, right? He's got 120. Now, what's going to happen to that 120? Every time he spends $6, it's going to decrease, right? So we got to think about that rate as being a -6 since it's going to be decreasing. So my equation, money, is going to equal to a -6 every day plus that 120. So you got to have -6 plus 120. How much money will Derek still have in 8 days? Well, that is 8 days. So D, my D right here, is equal to 8. So I have to say money equals -6 times 8 plus 120. And what is -48 plus 120? I believe that's going to be 72. Let me check that. 120 minus 48. Yep. Equals. So after 8 days, he's going to have 72 dollars. Watch where when I ask you those questions, watch what variable I am giving you in the problem. Okay, be careful on that. All right, let me erase this and we're going to try another problem. I know there's a quicker way of doing this erasing. All right, so let's make this smaller. And we're going to take this one up. This one down. Come on. Here we go. All right. You are saving money to buy a stereo system. You have $50 so far. All right, we should already be recognizing that $50 as my starting point because that's where you're starting. You're starting to save money, but you already have that $50. $20 each week for the next few months. Independent, weeks. Remember, anytime that I am doing a measurement of time, that's always going to be independent. Dependent then is going to be my money again. How much money do I save? So money is going to equal $20 per week. That each week, that gave you your rate. 20 times the number of weeks plus, what did you already have? That 50. Okay? So, if the system you want costs $210, how many weeks will it take you? So I'm asking you about the weeks, so the W is going to stay in place, but I'm giving you the money. So we're going to have to solve on this one. Again, we're going to have to solve our two-step equations. I'm going to come up over here and write 210, because that's dollars, right? And that's my money, equals 20W plus 50. Two-step equation. Minus that 50. 50 is gone. 210 minus 50 is 160. Equals 20W. Divide by that 20. 160 divided by 20. I'm going to cancel off those zeros because that's reducing them both. What's 16 by 2? 8. So how long will it take to raise $120? 8 weeks. If he does $20 per week, after 8 weeks, he's going to have his system. Or you are going to have your system, I guess. Okay? All right. One more. And let's just do this. I know there's a better way of doing the erasing and clearing the page. I've got to find that. All right. Get rid of this. Let's do a little better on our erasing. And we've got one more problem to look at. Come on, open up for me. All right, Pearson. Pearson's Palace. Okay. Pearson's Palace has 85-gallon fish tank. When it needs to be cleaned, it can be drained at a rate of 4 gallons per minute. Well, guys, this is just like Derek's food budget. It was decreasing, right? Well, when I drain that tank, that's going to be decreasing also. So again, I'm going to have a negative rate. Okay? All right, so who's my independent and dependent? Look at that right there. Gallons per minute. So my minutes are going to be independent and my gallons are going to be dependent. Remember again, dependent, rate, independent, multiplying, plus the start point, right? Okay. Dependent, gallons, equals rate. Gallons per minute, that was 4. So that's a negative 4. Times the minutes, plus, where are we starting at? We're starting out with having 85 gallons in there. Okay. All right. So this one, I think we're going to actually end up. I'm going to try to get a little more room here. I think we're going to actually end up with a decimal on this one, and that's okay. How long will it take for the tank to be empty? So when it's empty, how many gallons would it have if it were empty? 0 gallons, right? That means my G equals 0. So I'm going to come to my equation, and instead of having a G there, I'm going to have 0 equals negative 4m plus 85. Subtract that 85, draw your line if you like, from both sides. And now I've got a negative 85 equals a negative 4 times m. How do we undo the multiplying? We have to divide. So when I divide both, don't leave that negative behind. You're multiplying by a negative 4, so you have to divide by a negative 4. That's going to give me 21.25. So I have 21 minutes and 0.25. Is that going to be 25 seconds, guys? No. This is 1/4 of a minute. So there's 60 seconds in a minute. Then to divide that into quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's my 0.25 of a minute. How many seconds would that be? 21 minutes and 15 seconds. All right, guys, I hope you did well answering your questions. I will see you on Tuesday.